Up next, we have Michael Zachary from the Natural Resources Conservation Service, and he's going to talk a little bit about organic management from NRCS perspective. Thanks a lot, Michael.
Good morning. Want to thank Oak. Oak is one of our partners, and they kind of are helping us with this transition program. And so basically, I'm going to talk real briefly about this. I am the outreach coordinator, so by no means am I an expert with this organics. Our organics person was out doing some work, but I'm just going to give a brief overview of what we do with NRCS and organics. How many of you are familiar with farmers.gov? Any of you familiar with farmers.gov? If you're not familiar with farmers.gov, if you don't take anything else that I say today, please remember farmers.gov, and you'll be able to get all the information that I'm going to say. And anything that's USDA related, that's where you want to go. If it's grant opportunities, if it's funding opportunities, it's all going to be at farmers.gov. So a little bit about organic management. So what does NRCS do? So we're mandated to address natural resources concerns. So that's talking about soil, water, animals, plants, energy. And sometimes when we come out, what you're trying to do, it doesn't fit with our program. So you may have a plan and you're trying to do something on your land, and we come out and we do an assessment real quick over what you said. This is what I'm trying to do with my property, and we come out free of charge and look at it, and NRCS may or may not be able to help with that, especially from an organic standpoint. So I want to make sure that you all understand that. But we will come out. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. So you do want us to come out there because we may be able to help you in another area. So what is our focus? So as I say, we're looking at concerns. So erosion that can be caused by natural disasters, wind, water. We want to maintain the soil quality, water quality and quantity, plant conditions, and health, wildlife habitat. So these are things that we're looking at when we're coming out and we're looking at your property. So what we do with organics, we try to provide some training. We've provided training for organics a couple of times. And so there's practice standards that we do in NRCS. And so the practice standard that we go by is a practice standard called Organic Management 823. And as I said before, we're so happy to have a partner like Oak, which Kenya just talked about, that now we have others that come alongside with us to help those that are trying to transition into organics. We have partners like Kentucky State University, where we're partnering with outside agencies because, of course, we in Kentucky, we just don't have the manpower to be able to do all of this alone. So partnerships is really big for us. But how do we do it? We have this cost share through what we call EQIP, and that's how we pay for the practices. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this. I have some information, I have some sheets, some fact sheets that I printed out for you to be able to take with you if you're interested. And I'll talk about what FSA does and what NRCS does in just a second. So the technical assistant part, and that's what I was talking about. That's the free part where you call your local USDA service center. We come out and then we'll do a conservation plan for you to help you with whatever it is that you want to do on your farm, and that's free of charge. So you make a phone call, we come out, we look at the property, and then we develop a plan for you. The financial assistance is where we try to provide some funds for you. And how that's done is done based on a ranking system. And so you can sign up anytime throughout the year. You can sign up to try to qualify for financial assistance for your property. Oh, I went backwards, sorry. You can sign up for any time throughout the year, and then you go through what we call a funding pool. And then if you are funded, then you sign a contract. After you sign that contract, you implement that plan, and then we come back out and we review it. And so that's how the financial assistance happens. But here's the good news. If you have NRCS comes out, and they're helping you with your organic transition or whatever, and we just do up a plan for you. You do not have to use NRCS to do it. You can do it yourself. Let's say that you don't get funded. You can still do the practice. You've gotten the technical expertise of what you need to do. So even if you don't get funded, you still have what you need in order to do the transition. Or let's say that what NRCS is offering, you say, well, I don't want to, I don't want to go through you all. I don't want to follow that or whatever. You have another company that's going to do it for you. You still can do that. What we provide, the technical assistance is still free, okay? So don't discount the services that you can get from NRCS, even though you may not want to sign a contract with us, all right? So here are some examples. As I said, talked about erosion already, but these are some other ones that you can see. Some of them, the most common ones, of course, you hear a lot about cover crops that we do. Okay, I'm glad but David is still out there because he's going to get on me about high tunnels. But a lot of people like the high tunnels, but buffers. These are some common practices that we see with NRCS. And like I said, the NRCS organic, really and truly, I'm going to talk real quick about our program. So the Organic Transition Initiative is what we call OTI, and how it works is it gives you the flexibility to get assistance and education through workshops. It also supports conservation activities and practices required for organic certification, and we have a national organic standards, and when you go to farmers.gov, you click on the national organic standards and it'll give you all that information there. And so once again, in partnership with Oak, as I was talking about earlier, these are the people that we work with to help us to be able to get all of this conservation on the ground. So how do you apply? What you do is you go into your service center and you say, I'm interested in the Organic Transition Initiative, and then they will walk you through the process. And so there's two things. There's the Organic Transition Initiative, and then there's the Organic Certification Cost Share Assistance. So the Organic Certification Cost Share Assistance, that's done through FSA. So you have two programs that you can be doing simultaneously, okay? And so FSA will do the Certification Cost Share Program, and we will do, NRCS will do the Transition Initiative. And normally, both of those agencies will be in the same office. So basically, once you talk to the NRCS agency, we'll talk to you about both of those programs. So don't short yourself by not reaching out to us to see how we can help you if you're really interested in organics. And maybe it'll be us that will do it, or we will help you with our partner agencies such as Oak or a third party. I do want to say this as well. Joni just left out of here, but with all of the funding that we have available, there's a lot of funding out there. Many of you have heard about the Inflation Reduction Act and the $13 billion that came down. Just this week, the Office of Urban Agriculture and Innovation Production just opened its funding. So if you're interested, once again, this is on farmers.gov. I just want to give you some numbers here. There's funding opportunity through April 9th. The minimum amount is $75,000, and the maximum amount is $350,000, and there's no match required. I'll say that again. $75,000 is the minimum amount that you can get. $350,000 is the max, and you do not have to match. So that means nothing comes out of your pocket. That's through the Office of Urban Agriculture and Innovation. Those applications are available until April the 9th. So if you go to farmers.gov, you will see that it's the Office of Urban Agriculture and Innovation Production. So I just want to put that out to you as well. Different types. It'll tell you when you go to, thank you for that question. When you go to the website on the farmers.gov and you go to the Office of Urban Agriculture and Innovation Production, it will give you the different types of projects that you can do or what they're looking for. But because we're trying to do a lot of diverse things now, like I said, there's a lot of money out there that we got to spend. So you really want to go and look and see what's out there. But this one right here, this one just came out this week, and it goes to April the 9th of this year. Yes. So I know it's a fast turnaround, but just in case you're interested. Any other questions about this? Yes, ma'am.
Of the Office of Innovation something.
Yes, Office of Urban Agriculture and Innovative Production. Yes, sir.
Do you have to be a working farm to be eligible for the grant?
No, not for this one. There's no other questions. Thank you for your time.